about 10,000 kilometers of highway and 4,000 kilometers of railway annually. Our airports have doubled in the last decade, while our metro systems have more than tripled in that period. Whether it is power grids or water pipelines, Indian companies have developed formidable capacities that they can now deploy abroad. We can be your reliable partner in all these domains. In recent years, India has also emerged as an increasingly competitive defense exporter. We have by now a track record of supply of radars, helicopters, maritime surveillance aircraft, offshore patrol vessels, artillery, and ammunition. Our products are sturdy and easy to maintain. In many ways, we can meet the requirements that emanate from your particular environment. Like Latin America and the Caribbean, India is also rapidly becoming a middle-class society. Quite often, aspirations and lifestyles move ahead of actual incomes. But what it does in multiple domains is to position India as a competitive source for the consumption demands of that economic group. From small cars to two-wheelers, from pharmaceuticals to smartphones, we can today really compete with the best of the world. There is a growing complementarity between our economies that the political leadership can help accelerate and consolidate. Our bilateral trade today has reached the annual range of about $35 to $40 billion annually. These numbers have a real potential of increasing if we make sustained efforts. Stronger cooperation between policymakers and business community will surely yield results. The investment story has also begun to take off in both directions. Here too, there is cause for greater optimism. Let me add two other factors because they both characterize our current, I would say, development and initiatives in this country, as well as reflect the priorities of my own ministry. One pertains to the startup and innovation culture. I think if the visiting ministers and business people spend a little time, this is probably the biggest change which has occurred in the last few years. And you can actually feel the startup energy in this country. It is again, I think, an area that we need to explore more actively with our international partners. The second refers to projects that we undertake. I think there was a reference both by Mr. Banerjee and Mr. Mukundan to that. India today has roughly about 80 development partners, 80 countries with whom we work on projects. And we have delivered more than 600 significant projects across the world. Many of them are in Latin America and Caribbean. I've had the privilege of visiting some of them myself. Some of them are big. They are infrastructure projects, roads, for example, or power grids. Some of them may be much smaller. They may be community projects. But I again want to highlight that as an area of cooperation, something that we would like to take forward. We are actually, I think, even during this conclave, advancing it with some of our partner countries. So let me conclude by saying this, that last year while visiting the LAC region, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the development of a portal, partnerindia.org. It would focus on the 5 T's: trade, technology, tourism, talent, and tradition. Once developed and boarded, it would be the port of first call for those who are keen to engage with each other. We expect this portal to materialize by the end of the year, and hopefully it would contribute to making this conclave an even smarter deliberation. So again, I want to say we appreciate very much the presence of all the visiting leaders of their delegations. I would particularly like to acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of Team CII and Team MEA. As we now move into the second decade of the India-LAC Conclave, I'm confident that this would emerge as a key platform to energize a partnership that is increasingly productive and consequential. I thank you for your attention.